Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the MSJ Knights Podcast. My name is Axel.
My name's Ace.
Mine's Marco.
And Mr. Nile. So we're going to start off with some school news. So today is Wednesday, so it's our weekly elective. I know that volleyball season is going to start tomorrow. So Axel, what do you have us?
For tomorrow, we have our first home game and our first game of the season against Summit. You already know. Pretty easy, 9:30. Be there if you can. If your teachers take you, you know. And practices will continue next week because we could have a practice yesterday due to the bad air pollution because of all the mountains going on.
Yeah, it's pretty bad out there. I'm pretty sure you guys seen it already. It's there's a fire out on I think they're calling it a fire line on San Bernardino. So yeah, it's just burning up. It's I think only like 14 or less than 17% contained. So yeah, you'll still see some smoke out there. And then yeah, these past 2 days, not a good idea to stay outside or do any outdoor activities. I think they canceled all the sports from Palm Springs High School too, and I think they canceled all the sports that were outdoor. No,
My brother had practice yesterday, and they have a game tomorrow on Friday.
All right. Anything else happening at school besides volleyball? I think that's
pretty much it.
Yes. Progress reports go out next week. But other than that, I think that's it for school news. Local news besides the fire?
Football season's still going on. You know, gotta apologize to PS after, you know, you guys lost the first game 37-0. You know, I had to apologize. You guys bounced back. You guys moved to 2-1. You know, dominant wins. You know, first game at Rancho, dominant win. Friday, you guys absolutely, you know, put on a show against Eisenhower. And I did read a couple articles when the top three are healthy, you guys can't make it work. You know, we got Jordan Johnson, big guy, you know, we got Cole Rapol. You know, when those three are healthy, you know, that team might make it. They could go for a long, long run of the season. And, you know, we have more high school football to Friday. You know, we got Palm Springs at Canyon, Ramona at Rancho, Sultana at La Quinta, just 2-0, which is pretty impressive. And one of the more highlighted games of the week, which is pretty good and it looks good. We have 2-1 Shadow Hills going to Desert Hot Springs High School that is at 3-0 for Friday at 7 p.m. So, pretty good football for this weekend.
Yeah, and you said there was an injury on Friday?
Yeah, against Palm Springs versus Eisenhower, you know, it was Eisenhower player on the kickoff. You know, he came rushing in at one of our players, Rodney, and he lowered his helmet and he bumped right into Rodney, and he came down, and he was down for a minute, but he got up and then he went back, and we had to momentarily stop the game. You know, ambulance came, they took him, and well, yeah, that was pretty much it. And then I did get a little sneak peek, or not sneak peek, but a little insider that supposedly at the hospital, one of the coach, I don't know why the coach is talking, but the coach was saying that Palm Springs was playing dirty after their player completely at fault hurt themselves for lowering his helmet. So I don't know, and I guess a lot of other players were talking smack, and there was a fight after the game and during the game. So
Things got heated during that game.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, other than local news, I don't think anything else has been going on. Other than the fire, just, you know, causing it's weird because it's making this like it makes the sun look like super red. I don't know
it's like really red.
So like people were like taking
pictures.
pictures.
Seem like apocalyptic.
There you go. That's the word for it. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it much for local news. Moving on to some more national news. So yesterday was the big debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. I think they went and talked for almost an hour and a half.
45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes. I thought it was an hour and a half. Felt like it. But yeah, a lot of people tuned in. A lot of mixed emotions. A lot of things were said back and forth. And what do you guys think if you did see that?
Well, I didn't see it, but, you know, I'm friends with a very big politician in Alvaro, and he was talking about it, and he said that as unbiased as he is, because I'm pretty sure he's red and he's all for Trump, he said that supposedly Kamala might have won that debate. So I don't know. I didn't see it, but, you know, whoever saw it, let us know what happened.
Yeah, well, what did you think, Ace, about it?
I mean, I didn't really watch it because once it came on, I just was like, I watched like the first few minutes because I was eating dinner in the living room, And then I just gave up. I'm pretty sure that Kamala Harris is Japanese, but because they literally talk about the same thing all the time, and it's either borders and dangerous people or abortion. Like,
And then
I mean, it's whatever.
I did see that you can bet on the debate. Like there is people talking about like over under on how many over under on Trump mentioning the border 15 times. Kamala Harris saying I'm speaking, convicted felon. There was like a bunch of different bets that people were making on this debate. So I don't know. I think gambling is starting to get really big, and I don't know what do you guys think about gambling when it comes to gambling and things about like that?
I don't know. It feels like I feel like a lot of it is like kind of like they're trying to see it like a sporting event, but it's just like actual real life stuff. Like these guys were going back at it.
It's because like I don't know. Like I think people are just getting bored of like actual sports and they just want to see whatever they can like gamble on at that point. I think it's just like gambling addiction on people at this point.
Yeah. So apparently during the debate, these are some of the biggest quotes that were from yesterday. So Donald Trump said they have the biggest inflation in the history of this country. If she becomes president, we will end up being Venezuela on steroids.
Oh.
Then he said, I got the most votes than any Republican in history so far. If she's elected, we'll go back to windmills to get energy. She also said, where is our president? We have a president who doesn't even know he's alive. So
Kamala said that?
No,
that's
Trump.
Yeah,
Oh.
Trump said all this yesterday. And then apparently Taylor Swift is endorsing Kamala Harris after posting a picture of her and her cat.
Apparently Patrick Mahomes' wife, I guess she's a Trumpy, and last season I'm pretty sure like how NFL shoved it in our face with like Brittany Mahomes and like Taylor Swift. Apparently Taylor Swift and Patrick Mahomes' wife aren't friends anymore because apparently Brittany Mahomes showed her support for Trump and Taylor Swift didn't like that, so I guess they're not friends anymore. I don't know. I found it funny.
Yeah, I found it weird too. And then she said, my plan is to give $50,000 tax deductions to startups and small businesses. She said Donald Trump should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. And then healthcare should be a right and not just a privilege. Of
Exactly.
afford it.
Yeah, it's a big. I agree with that one.
But yeah, this Taylor Swift fans are gonna now support Kamala Harris after that big endorsement yesterday. That was a big endorsement.
I don't know. Who knows? I wonder how it's gonna go down in November.
It had over 1 million likes on that post, so a lot of people saw that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the power of social media, I guess, right?
Hey, but Trump got Kanye.
But yeah, besides the debates, they debated yesterday. Today's actually a very important day too in American history. It is September the 11th. If those who don't know, during 2001, we were devastated. A lot of people lost their lives in the city of New York after a terrorist attack into the
World Trade Center.
Yeah, World Trade Center. And, you still see the effects today. If you visited New York, you can see where they were once before. But a lot of people always remember it as being something, a tragedy in American history. It wasn't even something, a lot of people often don't always want to remember. But it happened today. I don't know how you guys know about it. I know you guys are a little young, but it happened in 2001. You probably weren't even alive yet. But what do you guys think about it now that we see it every year?
I think it's sad, God, my bad. I think it's sad, like many people lost loved ones, a lot of people lost their lives that day. And I think it's good to look back on it to like, to know our history and like don't let things repeat itself, like I know a lot of people like to say like, oh, history always repeats itself, but I think this is one thing that a lot of people don't wish to repeat, and I think it's good that schools teach it and they show it, because I think it's a good part like of life to remember, like, of what has happened in the history of the United States, and things like that.
So it was 4 planes that crashed into the Twin Towers, and all in all, it was 2,977 people. Not counting the 19 hijackers that lost their lives.
Yeah, so it was a lot. I mean, it was tragic. I'm looking at some of the pictures right now. They were covered in ashes. It's bad. Like it was bad. There's some graphic video footage still on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can see some people jumping out of the World Trade Center, and it's pretty bad.
There was about 4,000 people that jumped out of the windows.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Marco, about this? Do
Nah.
you remember this from
No.
school, or what?
Yeah, I remember from school, but honestly, like I just find it sad how like people just start jumping off the windows because like they're gonna like I don't know, probably they already knew they're gonna die, so like might as well not wait or something, just jump off or something. Yeah, I just find it sad.
Yeah, and it's funny too because a lot of things changed in the airports now. So now
Oh,
we have
yeah,
TSA.
we have more
We
security.
did not have TSA before. So you used to bring anything on a plane, right? Now that it's like freaking going into like a freaking military camp where they like strip you down and you have to like literally take everything out of your bags. So I don't know. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was a little bit more detail on it. So all 246 passengers and crew aboard the 4 planes were killed. At the Twin Towers, 2,606 people died then or later of injuries. And then at the Pentagon, 125 people were killed.
I don't know. It's crazy because like think of it, because apparently the Pentagon one, it barely hit it. Imagine if it would have like actually completely gone right down into the whole entire Pentagon. I guess. Well, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember from what I read, apparently the plane that was going towards the Pentagon, that one barely missed, not that much.
Yeah, I missed it.
And was there also one that was going towards the White House?
It was so that one that crashed in the Pentagon. That one was the one going towards the White House.
Oh, that one was.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
And then wasn't there one that crashed somewhere in Philadelphia in a field or something like that?
Yeah,
the
exactly.
other one was like they gained control of the plane and then crashed.
Yeah, they got control back.
Sad man.
But the White House was the aim, not the
Pentagon.
Not the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's they were close.
They were.
If you've been to Washington D.C., because I've been there, it's pretty close. It's like about, I wanted to say like another, maybe like a 8-10 minute drive, depending on how fast you drive from there. So they were close. I'm surprised they didn't get to the White House that day.
Was all that in the same day? Like
This was all in the same day.
9/11, yeah, it was crazy. I shared this morning with the teachers during the meeting that I was in 2nd grade when this happened. So I just remember the teachers just like kind of talking amongst each other and stuff like that. I think I remember even one of my teachers trying to turn on the TV and seeing what was going on during that day. But yeah, it was just sad. When I got home, it was all over the news. My mom and dad were playing it on the news, and it was everywhere. Spanish, all the languages were playing the news.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's a pretty big thing that happened, So.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that died.
And to think that it low-key started a international war with the United States and other countries,
Oh yeah, and then another thing too is not only did it cause a lot of tragedy, it caused a lot of stereotypical, things. If you were, I forgot what that thing is.
I'm pretty sure there was Islam people.
Yeah, so whatever, the attire or something like that, or if they had a certain name, they look kind of down upon and stuff like that. I don't know how it is today. I don't know. I don't know how well you guys get along with people, from those countries, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people, probably don't get a good stare today.
Yeah.
Especially if you come from those countries, especially here in America. I feel like I feel like it's triggering for some Americans.
It definitely is.
Yeah, and it's sad because it's always good to remember it, but like the wise quote is like time heals everything. So just some more time. 23 years since it's happened.
Yeah.
23 years.
And we still respect people like
Yeah.
Still remember those people.
Yeah, we still remember those people. They put up those special lights today, and then it's.
And I don't know if you have seen, but today before I was on my way to school, there was this guy on a bridge, like he was running with a firefighter like flag, and there was people like I saw some firefighters walking around too. Well, it was like maybe they're paying respect, they're walking for those victims, and then I did see a lot of firefighters out on the streets today.
Yeah,
A lot
and more
of
so
fire
today.
and police.
Yeah, a lot of police.
Yeah, more so today, especially with the fires going on.
Oh,
I get
yeah,
it.
too.
So I mean, it's they have to be there, and we thank them all for their service.
Yeah.
Especially it's going on right now with all the fires and stuff. But yeah, just moving away from that really, really mellow news. What else is going on in the nation? I know football. There was a lot of great games over the weekend.
Great games.
Yeah, you're wearing a Raiders hat. I don't know if you're a big Raiders fan.
I'm not. I'm wearing the hat because I need a haircut.
But the Raiders did lose against the Rams, right?
Chargers.
Chargers, my bad. Sorry. I was thinking of the Rams and Lions game the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they beat on
the Ravens and Chiefs.
Ooh, that was a good game.
Yeah,
Thursday,
game of the
you know,
season.
like by a toe, bro. By a toe,
The
bro.
controversial
Oh my
foot.
God, bro.
Controversial foot.
Like that game with KD and his toe, bro. The 3-point shot that would have sent him to the next round.
Those flags that they called for literally everything. So I mean, there was that. The Niners played. Who'd they play? They played the Jets.
Yeah, they played the Jets. Yep.
32-19. So we did that. It was a pretty interesting game because they were getting pretty scared for some reason. But it is what it is.
We lost on Sunday Night Football, you know, the last game of the night, you know, in overtime with a tragic loss. It was absolute madness, you know. The Lions, Jordan Montgomery, bro, that man is like, or Montgomery, that man is crazy. That man like just kept running through our defense. Loki got me mad because all they were doing was spam running, but it's something you'd see out of Madden, bro. It was like crazy, you know. But it's what it is, bro. We were fighting with 3 injuries in that same game. We lost Puka, we lost Line. Who else did we lose? I think we lost another lineman. If not, it was a linebacker. We lost 3 people in that same game. You know, we're fighting through it. And even then, we were still able to put a fight against the Lions. And the Lions are pretty good this season. They're looking really good this season. But they are starting to isolate Amon-Ra St. Brown, which is...
Yeah. Well, I mean, Christian McCaffrey from the Niners, he's injured for I don't know how long. They're saying that it's not permanent that he'll be back in. But then they had some newbie take over, and he did really good. Really.
All the rookies, a lot of rookies really balled out this weekend, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mason, he was going crazy.
Yeah, so the score for that Ravens game was 27-20. Patrick Mahomes said he should have wore white cleats. But yeah, and then the Eagles, I think, won, right? I think the Eagles beat the Packers.
In Brazil. I don't know if they
Not
did win
yet.
that. I don't know if they did win that, but they did play in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so we'll probably get to that later, but something happened with one of our football players. His name is Tyreek Hill. So maybe we'll save that for the end for our hot take. So it's still going on, you know. Yeah, it's a very hot take, and we'll get to that soon. But yeah, shout out to Tyreek Hill, and we'll talk about that soon. But yeah, other than the football,
Baseball, you already know.
baseball, what's going
You
on
know,
in baseball?
Yoshinobu Yamamoto, one of our best, you know, one of our high-paid players that we just signed this season, came off the injured list. You know, he absolutely, I think he pitched pretty good for his first start in 3 months in the majors. You know, he came in with 4 innings pitched, 8 Ks, 4 walks, 1 earned run, and, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and no walks, you know. But we ended up blowing it, you know. And there is once again a tie for the last wild card spot in the playoffs. You know, the playoffs are coming around, and there is a tie between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves for the last wild card spot, and that is going to be pretty good because I'm pretty sure the Mets and the Braves are due to play really soon in a series that would probably end up determining that. So I don't know, baseball's starting to get really, really hyped soon, and this is, if you're not a baseball fan and you think you might want to get into baseball, this is the time to start watching it, especially when the playoffs come around. That is a different environment from what you see in the regular season. Trust me, I've been there. I was like somebody that didn't like baseball at all. Playoffs come around, it's just a completely different environment. You fall in love with the game. It's a hidden beauty, you know. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, no, baseball's always cool. I'm a big fan of the baseball hats, so shout outs to them.
Yeah.
And then, other than, Basketball season is going to start coming up. I know the NBA. We actually have one of those preseason games here at the Acrisure Arena. It's going to be the Lakers and the Sun and the Lakers and the Timberwolves. So if you have a chance to go check them out, you can see them in preseason action.
Might go watch KD and book ball out.
Yeah, so they'll be here at the Acrisure preseason.
I'm gonna try and go.
Yeah, check it out. If you have a chance to go check them out before the season starts. Boxing. Big fight this Saturday.
Canelo versus Berlanga.
Yes, Canelo versus Berlanga. Big bunch of bets are going on, of course, for that one. Puerto Rican versus a Mexican fighter. These are always interesting. A lot of speculation that there might be an upset. I don't know. What do you guys think? He's a young fighter. Canelo has history. He has the experience. What do you guys think?
I think Canelo might pull out through this one. I think he might get it.
Canelo's gonna win.
What do you think, Marcus?
Yeah, I think Canelo's gonna win because I was watching a video of him because he was like, like he likes how people like get confident and all that. Because he knows that he's gonna like beat them because he got that technique and all that. So I mean, I agree with him because he got like more experience, I guess. So
yeah. What do you guys think, Ace? What did you say?
I said that he's just gonna win.
He's just gonna win.
There's no doubt about. His technique's twice as better. Yeah. He's got 10 times more speed. Yeah. Like he's like constant training. Like, he's gonna win.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good fight. It's always funny how people always like bet against the big dog, but hey, who knows? I don't know. I mean, boxing is it's entertainment.
You know what else is going on this weekend? You absolutely cannot forget the first UFC event inside the Sphere. We got Noche UFC. We got the main event, Sean O'Malley versus Merab, for the bantamweight title, and then we have the co-main event, Mexican Proud, Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko for the women's flyweight. And there's just a lot of Mexican fighters on this card, paying respect for our independence this weekend, So I think it's going to be a pretty good weekend with UFC, boxing in the Sphere, all that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. A lot of sports are starting to come up again, so we'll definitely have our sports segments back and up and running because a lot of stuff is going on in sports. So,
yep.
Just moving away from sports. The brand new iPhone 16 came out Monday. What do you guys think? Happens every year. It's starting to feel like just an everyday thing now. They're starting to discontinue some of the older phones now, so they're gonna stop selling some of them. And then you guys know what that means. Your phones are probably gonna get a lot slower.
Well, I didn't really see like the release thing, but I did hear about it, and I saw that you could already pre-order them. I didn't see much of it. I don't know. Is there anything different? Did any of you guys see it?
I just heard the camera. The camera's just different.
Yeah,
like,
the camera's better. Yeah, what were you gonna say? Go for it.
Oh no, that's all I gotta say. It's just like the two right here instead of like being in like.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I was telling the class yesterday that it's just a lifestyle. If you have the newest phone, I mean, this does the same thing that one does. I mean, I don't know what else you needed to do besides sending texts, calling people, and looking at the same app you've been doing it before. I don't know. I just find it funny that people buy one every year. I still have the 12, and it still works. I mean, I'm not gonna buy a new one just because it lasts.
Right now, I'm using the 6. Can I tell you that it is the slowest thing ever because it's 10 years old?
Exactly, and I had the 6 too, and I waited like until it was fully busted to get a new one. So I don't know. Which one do you have? The 12?
Oh, I mean, I was from freshman year to literally this year. I had the iPhone SE. That's like basically like an iPhone 7 or 6, and my birthday just came up, and I barely got the 13. So I mean, I didn't really.
Which one do you have, Marco?
I have 13 too.
Yeah, so I mean, it still works. I mean, it's the same thing. It's apps, Safari, YouTube. I mean, I don't know what else you need to do on it.
What is it, like a bigger display or something? More clear, more
I had
clear.
the SC before. I had the SC like in freshman year too. And once I got this one, I was like, bro, that's not different.
There is like it literally
just bigger.
True.
Just bigger, a little more prettier. If you want pink this time, I just got pink. I don't know. I just find it funny that they always come up with a new one every year.
What do you guys think about the Apple Vision Pros though? Like the whole they made their own VR thing.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
It's all right. I mean, I'm not a big VR guy. I want to check out the ear pods. I know you guys.
Oh,
the
the
new
big ones, the big ones. Yeah,
those look better. I mean, other than that, I don't know. I just feel like it's the same thing every year. You just change the colors, modify it a little bit, supposedly make it faster, but they just make ours slower. So I don't know. I just find it funny that Apple always does that every year. And anyways, the iPhone 17 is gonna come out next year anyway. So I mean, I don't know what you expect.
Bro, I swear, like at this point, they might as well just start filling the whole backstream with cameras.
Yeah, and it's funny because Android people will laugh at us every time that, like, oh, we had that. We've been having that. Like, you guys barely have that technology. We've been using that for years now.
I know our hot take isn't till the end, but look, this might be a hot take. Me, because I was mostly an Android user from like from all of school to like middle to like the freshman, bro. When I got my iPhone, bro, I low-key regretted it because I was like, damn, Androids are low-key better than iPhones. Like besides the phone quality, like besides the camera quality, there was really no difference. I thought the Androids were really good.
Yeah, Android is 10 times better than Apple, but I mean, Apple's just expensive.
Apple just got that name now that like, I feel like if like you don't have an Apple, like people are like,
yeah, it's a lifestyle. I think it's a lifestyle. So yeah, moving on to our hot take, Tyreek Hill. He was pulled over by police. I'm pretty sure you guys saw the footage. He was driving a McLaren too, one of my favorite cars. But anyways, besides the point, you guys saw how he was treated.
I'm iffy because
What
like,
do you guys think? Tell me.
cause like I'm iffy because like they told him they're like roll your windows down, and he had them down, but I don't know what. I think he was on a call with like his agent or something or somebody. He was on the phone with somebody, and he decided to roll his window up on the cop, and I was like, ooh, I don't know, that might be a bad idea because his windows were all tinted, all black car, all black window tints. I would have been really suspicious. So they opened his door and they pulled him out. I don't know, like I feel like he was in the wrong for rolling his window up, but like the way they threw him on the ground and all that, I think that was too much.
That was way too much. When I saw that, it was more of like he wasn't really doing anything wrong, and I don't know why he was like pulled over.
He was going 60 something in I don't know what, but he was going like he was speeding.
Okay. Or even still, like he probably just rolled up his window because you can roll up your window when a cop walks away. So I mean, I think that it was just because.
Well, I mean, he rolled his window up when the cop was talking.
I know,
to him.
that's what I'm saying. It's like I think he might have just rolled it up, like you say, if he was on a call or something, and the cop just tweaked.
So do you think he just made a mistake and just should have done something differently?
I think he should have just like kept his window down instead of rolling it up. And then apparently more players pulled up to help Tyreek or like to see what was up. And they arrested one more player, I think it was, or like somebody. They were like, "Oh, that's my friend or my team," something like that. But they also arrested somebody else that same day.
So they released the body cam footage,
and apparently the cop is already released.
Yeah. So apparently, this is what Tyreek said yesterday or an hour ago. It says, "I could have done better. I could have let my window. At the end of the day, I'm human and I gotta follow the rules. I gotta do what everyone else would do." Now, does that give me the right to literally beat the dog out of me? Absolutely not. That's what he said an hour ago.
Damn.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I think it's good on his side because he admitted to like being in the wrong for rolling his window up.
Yeah.
But I think like the excessive use of force on him was a little too much.
Yeah, the fact that all of that happened and the officer was already out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're already on the ground with 3 people on you,
and there was one dude with their knee on his back or something.
How is a person gonna like reach for something or anything? I don't know. It's very controversial. It's a hot take. I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those things we're still dealing with, and it's funny because I don't know. And speaking about police and stuff like that, so last week there was a school shooting in Georgia. Apparently, the FBI knew beforehand, supposedly, that this student that was apparently, looking up weapons online and stuff like that. They told the father, "Hey, check on your son because something's going on." And then I guess the dad apparently recently bought an AR gun.
Gave it right to his son.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like stuff like that. How can you not fully enforce the law there? But when it comes to pulling someone in a McLaren and putting all your force down on a person like that, you waste more. I don't know. It's so. There's so many things that. Yeah, it's weird how police work.
It's
and the FBI
very
and all that.
unfortunate. It's very unfortunate what happened with those kids, you know. And I do see people that are saying, "Oh, how should this child? How should the guy that shot the school be tried?" People are saying he should be tried as a teen. People are saying he should be tried as an adult. I've heard multiple people say like different things, and I think it's crazy that people are even thinking of childing him as a child. I think he should get the full sentence. He should get the death penalty. I don't think somebody like him deserves to live. He absolutely doesn't deserve a second chance to live at all, because he's already of the age to understand what he's doing and how many lives he took. And I think his dad should also be charged with the death penalty for giving his son a fucking rifle after the people told him, like, after people told him, like,
FBI told him to.
They told him, like, check your fucking son, and he didn't do it. So I think both of them should be charged with the death penalty. Yeah, I don't think either of them deserve to live.
It's funny you're saying that, because apparently they're saying the FBI should be held accountable too.
I think those three
some of the
parties
adults that knew about the situation should be held accountable.
I think everybody that knew of the things he was saying should be held accountable. Yeah. I don't think all of them deserve the death penalty. I think I think the dad and the child should be held accountable, and they should get the death penalty, because it is pretty dumb that they let that kid slide and his dad give him a rifle.
Yeah, killed 4 people, right?
Exactly. And I think his dad, and I think the FBI and everybody who knew, that had already told the dad, check your son, should be held accountable for, not checking him for him. And so, I don't know. It's a pretty bad situation.
Ace, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's like, his dad gave him the gun when he was 14, and then...
Yeah, he was 14, yeah.
Where is it at? It says, his son, Code Gray, a 14-year-old student, is accused of killing 2 students and 2 teachers with an AR-style rifle.
I think saying the word accused in any sort of article is pretty absurd to me, because how are you going to accuse him when he literally did it? I don't know, it's pretty stupid to me when people would bring up things in these articles like, oh, accused. No, he did it.
And another hot take here, and I don't know, I don't want to get too off track, but sometimes it's a race card. I mean, Tyreek Hill is black. I mean, I'm not gonna point like people are not blind. Like, he was a black suspect, right, on the ground. The suspect that apparently did all this, and he did do it, was a white student, right? Mm-hmm. If this was a black or a Latino student, that student would probably not be alive right now.
Another local news. Now that we're getting into things like with the school shootings and stuff.
Yeah.
Local news: a kid from Rancho Mirage High School was arrested. I think yesterday, the other day, because he made threats.
Last week, I think it was.
He made threats of blowing up the school, like with C4 and stuff. And they raided his house, and apparently he's in jail right now. They caught him.
Yeah, same thing with I think there was another one in CV.
Last year?
Yeah. No, it was last week too. They were on lockdown, man. So it's crazy how that little like trickle effect happens to other schools. I feel like it's sad, because like, you guys come to school, right?
To learn, bro. To get a career and
your
stuff.
Your parents are worried about other things than your safety at school, right? I mean, they should be worried about going to work.
I think that's another reason parents enroll their kids to schools, because like, it's safety. Not only is it like a necessity, it's for safety, because I know my parents they're at work right now. Like, they have nobody to watch me even if I wasn't at school, and I think they put me in school. Like, they think, oh, he's going to school for his safety as well, because it's a place full of adults and like security. So I think he should be safe. I think every parent should have the right to think that their kid should be safe in a school without having to worry about a child with a gun pulling in or people shooting at school. It's like, it's bad, bro.
Yeah, it is bad. I don't know. What do you guys think, Ace and Marco?
When I was at my old school at Palm Desert, there were like every single time that there'd be finals or anything like that, or like something big happening at the school, there would always be threats, like multiple times, that the school was gonna get blown up, the school was gonna get shot up. And then apparently this last senior prank, like somebody put on like with spray paint, and like, he hopes that one of the teacher's babies dies. And then like they most of them got arrested for vandalizing property and stuff like that. But That's really crazy.
Yeah, it's a tragedy. It's a very sensitive and controversial topic. But I mean, we do have to address it. I don't know, Marco. What do you think about all this school shooting, race, police not doing their job when they're supposed to, but when it comes to a highly sophisticated NFL player, I guess that's more dangerous than the person that's coming into a school with a gun. So I don't know, how do you feel?
Well, like right here in CC, they have a cop, so I don't know. When all that CC, I low-key felt like cool, you know, like nothing was gonna happen because that a cop and like.
A lot of schools have a cop now because of what's going on lately, but who knows? Like sometimes I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like the cops they give to the schools aren't even like armed or some shit because like I don't even feel safe with the cops out there. Like I feel more safe with the security than the cops.
Yeah,
so
and it's sad because securities can't even carry arms, you know, so they can't carry any weapons. I mean, I don't know. I don't think our security here at school has any type of weapon of any sorts.
Wait, don't they have pepper spray or no?
I don't know.
Bro, even that, bro. Like pepper spray against the gun, bro.
By the way,
I have no idea if he has carry pepper spray.
No, I think that like I would feel safer like having security. Like,
should we have more
armed.
security?
It's because like I don't think we should have to have more security because I don't think we should even have this like conversation of like school shootings because I don't think this stuff should be going on. So it's like it doesn't make any sense, bro. Like this world, bro.
Yeah, because we only have one security at the school. I mean, it's sad.
Bro, just say that for the public to listen, bro. Just give away like our whole security system and
you
stuff.
can tell them the address of that place too.
Bro, people can literally search up our school too. No, but yeah, it's crazy, man.
No, because they gotta know the reality. They gotta know the reality, dude.
We might be in danger, guys.
We don't have a podcast next week, guys.
If we get
No, it's just a controversial topic.
It
I mean,
is.
I don't know. Some listeners don't even get to this point. But like I said before, I mean, it's very, very controversial. That police spend their more time on things like a traffic stop, and then they have the FBI do all this investigation, and then none of that stuff goes into play. I don't know. I just find it very hilarious that they spend more time on that. Yeah, because it's a guy with a McLaren. Like, come on, like, move on with your life.
Yeah, like you know exactly what he's gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna wrap up soon here. That was our hot take with Tyreek Hill. We are trying to stream now. Hopefully next week we stream. Maybe it's gonna be on Twitch. If we figure it out, maybe it's gonna be here on YouTube Live. I think it will be on YouTube Live.
Maybe.
Because apparently you have to get 24-hour access before. It's so dumb. I mean, just give us access,
bro?
We've been uploading for like how long? They don't have access to that. That's dumb.
Yeah.
We should have access to it. We'll stream it next week. Hopefully we have more cameras set up. Can you stream with more than one camera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll have more than one camera hooked up. And that way you guys can see multiple angles of the stream here. And then next week we want to try to bring in a special guest. So think of someone that you want to bring in. It can be a teacher. It can be a student. It can be somebody that you want to bring onto the podcast next week. And then I want to hear their opinions on our hot take, especially that one, whatever comes in our play. The only thing I wanted to end it off, and I know it's more football related, Kendrick Lamar apparently is going to be the headliner of the halftime show next year. Very controversial. Some people are really upset. They should have said it should have been Lil Wayne because it's going to be in New Orleans. Some people were saying, why Lil Wayne, since the last time he sang in public, it was so bad. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think that the only reason why he's doing the halftime show is because of the whole freaking Drake beef.
Bro,
Literally, Lil Wayne
song-
should have done that. So I don't even.
That song, bro. That song's looking getting so overplayed. You know, like it's looking getting overplayed.
Imagine millions of people sitting at home.
Bro, he's gonna be playing it like 7 times throughout that whole halftime performance. Drake is punching his TV as he's watching it. Oh my god.
Like, okay, if he plays it once or twice, cool. It's
No,
not gonna
one
be
time
insensitive.
and that's it. Like he has more good music, bro. Like
That's what I'm saying.
I
but
know he
because
has so much
it's
good
newer
music,
songs,
and if he plays it more than one time,
I guarantee he's gonna play Meet the Grams, and then he's gonna play Not Like Us like 2 or 3 times. I guarantee it. I will put
I
money
can't,
on
bro. I will mute my TV and
Yeah,
just
but
watch
they
it.
were saying Lil Wayne should have been in it with Birdman and Young Money with
That would've
Nicki
been
Minaj and Drake and all of them.
Well, yeah, not Drake, but I mean everyone else is pretty good.
Everyone else but Drake. But yeah, they should have been in Lil Wayne. Some people were saying, nah, Lil Wayne's washed. They saw his, I don't know if you saw WrestleMania. He sang during it, and it was so bad.
Oh, I watched that. It was
Lil Wayne
hilarious.
sang a Millie, and it was so bad.
It's because like
He forgot some of his lyrics.
he came in talking about like, oh, I'm the best rapper in the world and this and that, and I was like, I started listening.
Dude,
to
he's
him, I was like,
forgetting
this is
his
so
lyrics.
bad.
It's scary, dude. I don't know if you guys seen his face. It's like swelling up. He has this medical condition or something like that.
What
I
the
don't-
fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. He's forgetting his lyrics.
Oh, he's getting old.
But yeah, we'll end it on that. Make sure you leave a comment if you're excited to see our next week's stream. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have someone live in here with us, and I'm excited to test it out. I want to stream, and that way more people can see us live during the podcast. We'll have a moderator on there so that you guys can see what they're saying and stuff. Because people will tune in now that they know it's live, especially during school. Like right now, we would have had a couple viewers next door because Zion's not here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would have been tuning into the stream today and watching our podcast
I
live.
probably would be saying some things right now if there's people if it was like,
But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. We'll try to upload last week's too and this week's. That's why we're trying to stream it so that you guys can have it all the time, every day. Make sure to subscribe. Links down below, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Anything else before you want to say anything?
Comment if you your opinion on the whole Tyreek Hill thing.
Yeah,
And-
Tyreek Hill. Yeah, we want to hear what you guys think.
and let us know what you guys thought about the whole debate yesterday. You know,
Yeah.
try to get political.
Yeah, and then good luck to volleyball this week. We won't see them, so good luck to you guys with both girls and guys.
Good luck.
And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. I'm Mr. Nile,
Ace.
Axel.
Marco.
and we're out.